let's get clear here of our obstacles and our growing points. And the key is to recognize them and to embody them as deep and great opportunities for expansion. Everything like our desires and dreams is going to show up the moment we say, yes, this is what I really truly want for my life. And actually, it's all about our perception.
Good morning, Greater Las Vegas.
Good morning.
Hi, good to see all of you. Most of you know me. I'm Reverend Jeffrey Ryan. It is my honor and pleasure to serve Riverside Center for Spiritual Living in Riverside, California, but I grew up here. Well, I didn't grow up in Las Vegas, but spiritually I grew up in this community at Greater Las Vegas. So it is a joy and a pleasure to be back with all of you this morning. So I'd like to start off this morning by acknowledging that we do gather on the ancestral grounds of the Southern Paiute peoples, and we acknowledge that this is the ground, the holy ground upon which we stand, and so we commit to living in right relations, to loving our neighbors as ourselves, and we commit to justice and loving kindness. We recognize our oneness so that we may decolonize our minds and set each other free from the pain of racism and violence, so that we may better live as the Great Spirit intended in nature, in harmony with nature and with one another. So welcome all of you. It is so great to be with all of you today here in the parking lot of your new, fabulous, glorious, beautiful facility. Hi, everybody out there too. It's great to see all of you at home as well. So I wanted to just say good morning, and let's get things started with some music, shall we? All right, here we go.
I'm grateful, I am grateful for all the love that I have. I am so grateful, grateful for all the love that I have. Everywhere I look and every face I see is love reflected, shining back to me. I just give thanks for all the simple things, the joy and peace that gratitude brings. That's why I'm grateful, so grateful. I am grateful for all the love that I have. I am so grateful, so grateful. I am grateful for all the love that I have. I am so grateful, so grateful. I am grateful for all the love that I have. I am so grateful, so grateful. I am grateful for all the love that I have.
Good morning, everybody. How are you this morning? Glad to see you all here. Take this time to recognize this space and spirit. Can you hear me okay? Yes. All right. So let's just take a breath and breathe it out. And know right now that God's grace is upon us all. And I know where I stand is holy ground. Its presence is bringing light right now to each and every one that sits here and everyone who is not. It's always everywhere existing and all-knowing. It's God. I'm supported and sustained by God that has its endless resources. I have all I need because God is divine and we are the branches. I sense this energy surrounding this space, and I listen in the silence, and I recognize its presence. And I'm available to it because it is my life now. And in this moment, I celebrate Spirit's magnificence because I know that I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. This morning, I open myself to listen to the message and to the messenger, seeking God's highest idea for my life right now. So speak, Lord, thy humble servant listens, and I let it be, and so it is.
Hey there. So it has been a year to this weekend since I last saw you. We were at the school a year ago, and you were getting ready to call in your new minister, and you've done that successfully. And what a year you have had already so far with having Reverend Laura back as senior minister here at Greater Las Vegas. And now, wow, look at this. This is amazing. Such a difference in just 1 year's time. And I'm so honored and blessed and glad to be with all of you here this morning and everybody there watching us a little bit later online as well. It's great to be back again with this beloved community. So here at Centers for Spiritual Living Worldwide, we've been working with a theme this year of living everyday wonder, and we have been looking at each month a different aspect of our lives and how we can practically apply the teaching, practically apply the principles that we share here at Centers for Spiritual Living. And how do we do that and look at that realistically? How do we live it out in our daily lives each and every day, rather than just coming here on Sunday or watching on Sunday, and then the rest of the week we just go about doing whatever it is that we do, right? So we've looked at relationships, we've looked at nature, we've looked at our inner being, we've looked at our physical health, we've looked at all kinds of things. And this month we are focused and we are looking at our finances and our realm of finances, our world of finances. So today we are going to talk about money. All right? We all have it, we all use it, we all experience it. Money is just energy, people. It is a lovely form of energy that we express, that we give out, that we share, that we exchange, that we receive back, that we express out again. Doesn't that sound a lot like love to you? Right? If love is all that there is, and spirit is all that there is, then money itself too has to be the same energy, the same love, the same spirit. It's just in a different form. It's just yet another form of energy. It's another form taking shape, right? So this morning, I want you to imagine that money is your honey. Okay? If money is your honey, right? What kind of relationship do you have with that significant other? Ooh. What kind of relationship, if money were your spouse, money were your girlfriend, money were your boyfriend, your significant other, your SO, what kind of relationship do you have with your money? Breathe that in for a second. What's coming up for you? I'm seeing some smiles, I'm seeing some grimaces, I'm seeing some clenched teeth. Right? So if money was your honey, is your relationship full of love and passion? Or is your relationship stable, sturdy, a little boring perhaps? Or is your relationship kind of on the rocks and headed for divorce? Right? What kind of relationship do you have with your money honey? Because believe it or not, you have a relationship with money. Because everything in life is a relationship. It's a reflection of Your relationship with Spirit, it's your reflection of relationships you have with other people. It's all a relationship. So you are in relationship with this energy called money. So what do you want to do with that energy called money? How do you want to express, how do you want to be in relationship with that money? Because my beloveds, money shows us, it's a vehicle, it's an energetic vehicle, it's an opportunity to see what is living in our unconscious minds or our subconscious mind. Think about that for a second. Money reveals to us what is in our subconscious, what it is that we have come to believe, what our thoughts are, what our ideas are, what our limitations are, what our joys are. But our relationship with money, as it has been internalized, all of our memories and ideas, etc., expressed through money. They are a currency, they are a flow, it is a flow of energy. So what we know from the creative process is that which we believe, right? That which we know to be true, or that which we believe, that we believe in our unconscious, is the feeling tone that we have, and the universe responds to the feeling tone. I can say I have $1 million all I want, right? But if I don't believe that I have $1 million, if I don't even believe that that's a possibility, if I don't even believe that that could ever be true, it's not going to be true. And what's blocking that is whatever limiting belief that I have that tells me that no, $1 million is impossible for me. Or a gajillion dollars, whatever your dollar amount is impossible for me. Because I can affirm it and affirm it and affirm it and affirm it and affirm it, and it doesn't matter because the universe is responding to the energy of it, and the energy of it may very well be that I believe somewhere in my life in lack and limitation, in hoarding and protecting and keeping, rather than sharing. Right? Because money is meant to flow, energy is meant to flow, love is meant to flow. So if we withhold that, as Khalil Gibran says, if we withhold love, or we withhold money, money then slowly and painfully kills the one withholding it. That's what Khalil Gibran says. Money will slowly and painfully kill the one who withholds it. But otherwise, the one who shares it is like the one who shares love. And they share it, and then they are enlivened by it. Khalil Gibran, hundreds of years ago, understood, or 100 plus years ago, understood that this was the way that things worked, right? That when we share love, if we look at it by sharing love, then we are sharing, we are giving of ourselves, we are expressing ourselves, and when we share love, when we give love, when we share money, when we give money, then we are creating the flow, we are creating the opportunity then for it to return, for it to multiply. So when we share it, we receive it multiplied, but then we have to utilize it. If we don't utilize it, if we just hoard it and keep tight on it and just hoard it, right, then it's not circulating either. So then we're blocking the flow of money if we're not moving it forward. So if we think of our money like our honey, how do you greet your honey when your honey comes home from work? Or how did you used to greet your honey when your honey came home from work? What's that? You're late. Where have you been? Who have you been with? Right? You're late. I love it. So if you think of your buddy like your honey, and how would you want to be greeted when you came home? Right? How is your money treating you in your relationship? And how are you treating your money in the relationship? Are you loving and kind and loving and generous with your money? Or are you like, you're late? Where have you been? Right? So by adopting an attitude of love toward your money, your love responds to love, right? Love multiplies love. So if you adopt an attitude it's like, hey, honey, good to see you. Welcome home. Hope you had a great day. Here's your slippers. No. We're not going back to the 50s. Or Stepford, right? But you welcome it, right? And when you send your money out, when you send your honey out to go to work for you, do you bless your honey and wish your honey well? Have a great day, honey. I love you. I'll see you later. Right? This is what we do with our honey, hopefully. And so why don't we do that with our money too? Every time we pay a bill, you know what paying a bill is? Reframe it in your mind. You know what paying a bill is? Paying a bill is expressing your love and sharing your gratitude for love that you have already received, whether it's in the form of a good or a service, whether it's electricity or water, and I would be very grateful for water right now in Las Vegas, right? So it's being grateful and expressing gratitude, expressing your love for love that you have already received. So when you sit down to pay your bills, be thinking about, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for the love and the abundance that I have already received, and I happily give forward out into the law of circulation and allow it to flow and allow it to circulate in an even greater way. Because then that is yet another exchange of love going out. And do you invite your honey to bring friends home with them? Hey, honey, bring your friends home. Let's have a dinner party. Well, if you invite your honey to bring their friends home, hopefully you like your honey's friends, hopefully then invite your money to bring its friends home too. Why not? More is always a good thing. The more the merrier. Let's have a bigger party. Right? So if we're sharing our love and we're receiving our love and we're loving our money, we're loving the energy, we're loving and we're expressing more and more love, when we turn that and we share that with money and express and change our feelings and our beliefs and our ideas around money to one that is of love, one that is of generosity, one that is of sharing, when we change it to love, then that's when it can multiply. That's when it can multiply, rather than closing down and hoarding. So if you look at your money like you would your relationships, you want to feed it. You want to nurture it. You want to care for it. You want to spend time with it. Spend time with it. Make it a Money Monday. Just like date night on Fridays or whatever. Make it a Money Monday or a Wealth Wednesday. Or a Thriving Thursday, whatever. Choose a day of the week and really look at your finances, look at the money that you have, bless it, share it, pay your bills on that Monday, take care of your investments on that money, but tend to it, care for it, love it. And then, of course, play with it. Have a good time with it. Enjoy it. Enjoy sharing it. Enjoy receiving it. Acknowledge when you receive it. Thank you. I welcome you. Welcome to my home. Welcome to my life. It's great to have you with me today. Right? Raymond Charles Barker. We know who Raymond Charles Barker was. He was a good friend of Ernest Holmes, and he started the First Church of Religious Science in New York City. And he was one of the founders of RSI, Religious Science International. Anyway, big name in our movement. So there was one Sunday morning where he reached in and he pulled out all kinds of $100 bills, right? Fanned them out, showed them to everybody, and then started kissing them. And people in the audience went, right? This isn't spiritual. Oh my God. How does this pastor, this preacher, this minister stand there and have the gall to kiss the money? And you know what he said? If you had any thought of revulsion, repulsion, or judgment, you also have a revulsion, a repulsion, and a judgment around love. Why would your money, if you don't love it, if you don't love this energy, why would it want to spend any time with you? Why would it want to spend any time with you? It's going to go someplace where it is going to be loved, it is going to be appreciated, it is going to be valued, it is going to be honored. That's where it's going to go. And then he said, if I had my little grandson here and I picked him up and I gave him hugs and kisses, would any of you have objected? No. Well, then why is it any different kissing my grandson, hugging my grandson, than hugging this energy, hugging this symbol of freedom, hugging the symbol, loving the symbol of freedom, and using it wisely? So, I'm going to ask you again, what is your relationship with your money, honey? If you and your money went to couples therapy, what would the therapist tell you? If you and your money went to couples therapy, what would your therapist tell you? What's that? Keep on doing what you're doing. Anybody else? Show it more love.
Get a job.
Get a job. Right? Absolutely. So it's how we begin to reframe our relationship with this thing called money, how we begin to share our love, how we begin to show our love, and we can let money be the vehicle through which we share and express. We don't want to substitute money for love, so don't get me wrong. Because I know that there are some families that's like, oh, I don't have time to spend with you here, let me just peel off 100, go have a great day. We're not talking about that. We're talking about sharing your love through this energy of money. So every time you find money, be grateful. Every time money comes in, be grateful. Thank it, appreciate it. Thank whoever gave it to you, however it came in. Thank sweet spirit. And then again, as you share it, bless it, thank it, welcome it, and invite it to go and prosper and do great work in the world. Love it as it goes out the door or out through the computer keyboard or however else it goes. There's a beautiful thing in this, Spiritual Economics by Eric Butterworth, for those of you that still have cash. In it, he suggests that you turn all of your bills to the green side facing you. Because when you look at the green side, not the face, but the back side of the bill, on every single one, it says, "In God we trust." Every single one. So he suggests lining your bills up in your wallet with the green side facing you. And then when you spend your money in cash, when you spend it, hand it over with the green side facing up. Always have the green side facing up, because that is a constant affirmation. It's a constant reminder of what is source, that spirit is source, and that we trust the source. We trust the abundance of source. We trust the flow of source. We trust the love of source, because spirit never withholds anything. That is the ever-givingness of spirit. The ever-givingness of spirit is how Ernest Holmes defines love, the ever-givingness of spirit. So it is in our nature to love, it is in our nature to give, it is in our nature to share and bless. And so it is. All right. So, beloveds, let's come together in consciousness. I invite our practitioners to stand if you're able and surround the sanctuary, surround the group here. Ministers too, thank you. can just turn right there, Bobby. It's fine. All right, so let's just come together in consciousness, shall we? I invite you to close your eyes if you're able and if you're willing. So right here and right now, I recognize that there is just one power, one presence, one life, one love, one infinite eternal that is the isness, the allness, and the fullness of life itself, that is forever and ever creating, forever and ever expanding, forever and ever sharing and loving and expressing itself in, through, and as all of creation, all of life. It brought forth from itself, through itself, as itself, all of life. Therefore, I know that all of creation, all of life, everything is the divine emanation, impartation, and manifestation of the one life, the one energy, the one power, the one presence, the one love that is all. And so I recognize that it is the very essence of who I am, that I am one with this one, that I am one with this love, that I am one with this joy, that I am one with this infinite abundance, that simply is the presence and the power of love, the presence and power of spirit, here and now, that I am the manifestation and impartation of it, that it lives, moves, breathes, and has its being in, through, and as me, and I in, through, and as it. So I speak my word here and now for this beloved community, recognizing that each one gathered here this day is one with the one, inseparable from it. That the abundance of the universe is powerful and present right where each one is. It is a flow, it is a law of circulation, that it is the love energy, the love intelligence that is manifest in, through, and as each one and in their body of affairs. That it manifests through the finances of this center, through the finances of each and every one gathered here this day, whether here in person or later online. That each one is one with the infinite, eternal, ever-givingness of spirit, forever providing, forever maintaining and sustaining its beloved creation, which we are. So I know that this community continues to thrive, this community continues to grow, this community continues to prosper in love, in finances, in joy, in peace, in abundance, in the mission and vision of Center for Spiritual Living Greater Las Vegas, doing its work, great work, out into the world, out into the Las Vegas Valley and beyond, doing its great work in the world. And so I know that this community prospers and thrives. I simply give thanks for all the love, all the joy, all the abundance that already is present, and I give thanks for the overflow from which each one gives. With an open heart and an open mind, I recognize that each one gives generously, receives abundantly, and utilizes wisely. And so I give thanks for all of this here and now. Thanks for the joy, thanks for the abundance, thanks for the love that is present, now and always. And I release this word, knowing it is done, knowing that it is so. I simply allow it to be, and so it is. Thank you, practitioner. So now we have the opportunity to participate in the law of circulation and the law of flow and the law of giving and receiving. And one of the easiest ways to contribute to Center for Spiritual Living Greater Las Vegas is via text to give. So you just pull out your phone, open your text, and simply text 702-728-4525. That's 702-728-4525. Simply text there. It's just like texting a friend. It is that easy because you are texting a friend. You're texting all of your friends present here and all of your friends present at home. That is who you're texting. That is who you're sharing your love with when you text to give. Another easy way to give is via the website at CSLGLV.org. Up in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see the word donate. You just click on that, and it's really easy to do that too. If you are here present this morning, then you can also participate in contributing to the center and giving to the center via an analog method. The baskets being passed. So as are collecting on behalf and receiving on behalf of the congregation this morning are Sheila Callum and Evelyn. So.
All right. I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me, blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me, blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me, blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. That was the end of that. My own track. Thank you, Reverend Jeff, for the beautiful message and treatment. Appreciate you being here. It's lovely to see you. Just brief announcements. Don't forget about our small groups. If you're interested in joining small group, please see Judy Poteet. She's right there. Thank you to Judy.
Today, for the first time, the Discerning Spirit Book Club and the Women's Group.
Okay, fantastic.
Attend any of those?
Okay, thank you, Judy. The other couple groups we have is the Supper Club. That meets the first Tuesday of every month. That will be on the website as far as the restaurant. And then the other is the Tuesday Vespers, which is a study of Joel Goldsmith's Altitude of Prayer. I should mention that in January, starting on the 5th, the book will be the actual book, The Infinite Way, which is the first one. So, at any rate, that's that. Yes. Oh, Karen.
We're going to have a quick get-together right here in the parking lot for the book club that starts tomorrow night with Ernest Holmes, How to Use the Science of Mind. So if y'all want to ask any questions and get any info, we're ready to rock this tomorrow night.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And with that, we'll have a benediction, then we'll have our closing song.
All right. And don't forget, you also have Interfaith Forums this month as well, so that's super exciting. So right on for Interfaith Forums. That was always been a wonderful thing here in Las Vegas, so make sure you check that out. All right.
You want me to do the song first, then we benedict?
No, I can benedict, and then you can do the song. That works. It's flexible, right? All right, so if you're able, I invite you to stand. Let's make some energy happen here. And then go ahead and repeat after me. Okay? Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
It is this thing called love.
It is this thing called love.
Love is in my mind.
Love is in my mind.
Love is in my body.
Love is in my body.
Love is in everything I do.
Love is in everything I do.
I am it.
I am it.
I share it.
I share it.
I receive it.
I receive it.
And I move love forward.
And I move love forward.
Because love lives here.
Love lives here.
And so it is. Happy Sunday.
So it is.
Happy Sunday.
Together we rise as the sun lights up the sky, opening our hearts to the spirit of love inside. Together we rise, God flows through you and I. Together one in spirit, we rise, we rise. In times of struggle, we seek the Spirit of God within. Receptive to our calling, we love our neighbors and our friends. Relaxing in the knowing God's grace, it never ends. We gather as one people and with joyful hearts we sing. Together we rise as the sun lights up the sky, opening our hearts to the spirit of love inside. Together we rise, God flows through you and I. Together one in spirit, we rise, we rise. As we stay in gratitude, we let Spirit lead the way. Listening to the still small voice, it's always there to say, trust in God with all your heart, the path ahead is clear. We unite together and there's nothing for us to fear. Together we rise as the sun lights up the sky, opening our hearts to the spirit of love inside. Together we rise, God flows through you and I. Together one in spirit, we rise, we rise. Together we rise as the sun lights up the sky, opening our hearts to the spirit of love inside. Together we rise, God flows through you and I. Together one in spirit, we rise, we rise. Have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye. Thanks for being here.